pre-show. I did a
With Will.
lousy job of trimming my little
Thomas.
beard up there.
Oh,
And I'm
Lord.
Will.
And this is Thomas. Just shave it off. Get rid of it. It's dirt.
It's dirt.
Yeah, it's dirt. I can't do anything but grow a neck beard. And I told him, I said, I'm not changing my religion, so I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't grow a beard.
It's Thomas. It's Thomas the Amish.
Nope. It's not.
I'll send you one of them. I'll send you one of them hats because Luke Stone had to move.
Actually, they'd probably be good for the weather when I cut grass.
Yeah, keep the sun off your face. So I got some cool stuff in. I struck a deal with Rick Funk, the guy that I always talk about, that I usually buy off him and his guy Andy there, because they always have like they always have like
shopping network or something.
Yeah, they always have like the cool like silver and bronze age stuff. So I try to like peek in now and then and look to see what they got. Hey, Alan. Hello.
Hey, man.
I'm friends with Alan on Facebook now too.
Are you?
Yeah. So I got some of the variants for Gargoyles #1.
Oh, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, I missed out on the Dark Week Duck ones. They sold out, and they shot up. They shot up in price before they even showed up at stores. So this one I really like. This is the 1 in 12 variant. Like the gray scales are like awesome on this.
Oh, sweet. It's Dynamite, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they have the Disney license.
Mm-hmm. And then these are both the Kirkman variants. Here's the color. This run is limited to 700 copies.
700?
Yep.
Good God.
And the black and white line art version is limited to 500.
Damn. Instant collectible.
Instant collectible.
Yep.
I found some more of the Star Wars Galaxy magazines, and in there I found
Star Wars Galaxy.
Yeah, this is going back to like the early 90s.
Oh my God! No wonder I don't remember it.
They have Topps Master Visions, like oversized cards. They're like the same size as a comic, a little bigger than a comic. And
yeah. I remember those. Oh, sweet. Who is that? Hildebrandt?
Yeah. This one's done by Campbell. J. Scott Campbell and Alex Garner. This next one goes sideways, but it's pretty cool. This one is done by Hen Bar.
That is nice.
Adam Hughes, I can tell just by looking at it, probably because his name's down in the corner. No longer a part of canon, but damn well should be. Oh, it's not that. It's Hugh Fleming that did this one, not Adam Hughes.
Huh.
Now, the first time I looked at this, I go, ooh, Mara Jade. It's not Mara Jade. It's the first appearance of her was before they started an actual Star Wars title. It was like a Dark Horse Presents kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was like the early tales of the Jedi. This was a sought after one. Another one by Hen Stacy, but
Boba Fett versus Vader.
Or
is that Solo?
That's Solo and Chewbacca,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you look at it just right, it shows up good on the camera. You can see like the shadowy Mandalorian helmet.
Oh, the Mandalorian helmet in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
blends in so well when you look at it like in real life. And this one's done by Hazuchi Osana.
That one's actually pretty cool too.
Which, by the way, they're re-releasing for the 40th anniversary. They're re-releasing Jedi back into the theaters, and they've done a whole new like lobby card poster for the movie
Really?
with the 40th anniversary thing. So I got to find one of those because that would look good here. This is the premiere issue, Star Wars Galaxy Magazine, fall of '94. They were quarterlies. All new droids adventure, bonus Boba Fett pull out, and there was they gave cards with them, and one of them is like the panoramic. Remember the long panoramic cards?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, so there's one of those.
Oh, the ones that were like this, they were only like 3 inches tall.
Yeah.
And they were real. Okay, yeah.
And then Topps Finest Star Wars, which are like a chromium card set. Like I opened it, but I put them there so they could be like seen right away. And this came with a special ash can edition of Star Wars Dark Lords of the Sith, a black and white ash can, which came with this issue. So that's in the back there.
Oh, sweet.
And then that was number 1. Here's number 2 with like Luke. And this came with an ash can of the X-Files.
My kid loves the X-Files. I think I may have bought her that first X-Files issue by Topps. Series was good from what I remember.
This is like special edition spectacular. It's got like a ton of cards in here. And it's like hand fighting, Pauly Shore, the weasel. And then there's like a big, like fold out poster. And then there is the 3 original Jedi ghosts.
Yes.
The stunt double actor for James Earl Jones, Yoda, and Ben. Before they said, nope. Yeah. So I've got that one. I've got like number 7 that's got Leia on the cover. Number 4, which is this came out on like the 15th anniversary of Empire. So they did an uncut card sheet that had 4 of the covers in there.
Huh.
Those are like 4 different covers from the other mags. And then I lost the cards or something to these or whatever came with them. They just have the magazines.
Damn, that's nice.
And then on the back is an ad for ST's rocket kits. And then number 12 is the Princess Leia edition, which is just like a gorgeous cover.
Yeah. Who did the art on that one? Does it say?
I was like, let me take my my glasses are off. Dave something. Dave DeVries.
Huh.
And then, stop. I know, everybody's streaming. Be quiet. Then I got some books in from a guy that used to be with the Funk Group and split off on his own. So I got a bunch of books from him and some more magazines like, the Alter Egos and stuff like that. He threw in a fairly nice copy of Forever People, number 11.
Oh, sweet. You need my address?
No, I got it over here. I grabbed this one for a couple of bucks because this one came out in 1969, and so did I. It's an old Dennis the Menace gags.
And my God. Dennis the Menace.
I grabbed a Vampirella versus Purgatory issue 1.
It's a cool cover.
X-Force, number 38, the Phalanx Covenant.
Because
because the only parts of the story I had were the ones that I was collecting. Then a guy that I usually tag you on his shows, usually goes like live like Sunday night, Michael Fanzini.
When I'm at work.
Yeah. So he threw in a Hulk 277 as a free book, the UFOs.
Yeah, the UFOs.
Yep. Hey, Edwin, how are you? Hail. And Alan says, yeah, I see your hockey stuff on your page. Down here, hockey isn't a sport. No, but sleeping with your sister is.
Damn it. Actually, we did get a minor league hockey team in Savannah. I've had some buddies get to it. They said it's really fun.
Yeah, it is. It's even a lot more fun when your team is blown away every record for like the last 100 years in one season.
Good God.
And if they blow the game tomorrow night, I'm going to be pissed. I grabbed this for like, it's like a $25 book. I grabbed it for like 15 off them. Uncanny X-Men 213.
Yes, that is a damn awesome cover. You know, it's like a 3-part issue, though. It's like 211, 212. I think it's 211 through 213 are all the same story. It's just in 3 parts.
Just one big ass.
And you know what? You remember what 209 is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the Barry Windsor Smith cover, right?
No, that's 205.
Oh.
209 is like the first appearance of Mr. Sinister.
Oh yeah. I got a little Fantastic Four flavor.
Oh Jesus! Yes.
Mostly because it was fairly cheap. FF 246, and it's a Doctor Doom cover.
Oh yeah, John Byrne.
Yep. And then I got this key. Not only did I get the key, but I had him clean and press it too.
Oh, they do. They offer that service.
Yeah, he's been doing it for like 15, 20 years.
You need to send me his info.
There was like a gummy substance on the cover, and he got it all off. But this is a definite, great book, great reading book, and great story, and a massive key. It's ASM 293.
Hell yes, that is a great book.
$22 I paid for this.
Yeah, that is a freaking awesome. Matter of fact, I read that story not long ago, dude. I lent a copy of it to my buddy.
All together with the cleaning and pressing and the price of the book, it cost me like $55.
Really?
It was like $20, 20 bucks.
How's the spine look? Did it come out real good?
Oh yeah. Because
it's got a black. Anytime. I mean, I love the black books, but sometimes they have the spine just cracks. So anytime it does, it irks me. Oh yeah, dude, you can see it. It doesn't. Yeah, don't damage it. You can see the shine on it. Yeah, it did clean up nice.
And there's the spine.
Yeah, I don't see any dents from here. Sweet. Yeah, I reread that. God, man, it's been a month ago. Because I actually bought a trade. I was trying to find mine. Yeah, and I don't know if I've misplaced it.
I've got the trade somewhere.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Certain stories, like I'll buy the last issue and they'll be like, "Oh, the trade just came out today," and then I'll be like, "Okay, well, I'll take that too."
Yeah.
I go that way. I can just put it away
and read the damn thing. I want to read the story.
Edwin's getting mad. I'm really starting to dislike hockey after my Penguins have been playing the past couple of years. Oh, poor Penguins.
Yeah. The poor Penguins.
And let me say this in the nicest way possible, Edwin. Hold on, let me get the.
Oh my God!
I fucking hate Crosby.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Dang it!
And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
So I did get comics this week in the mail from BCWS or BCS, whatever it is. I showed you the new format on these?
No.
Okay, these are the they do the Epic collections, right? And they did they do the Epic collections, and they do the modern damn it.
What?
Marvel Masterworks. Well, they started printing these, and I think I was telling you one time before, I get them at half off, so I pay like $8 for them, and it's got 9-10 issues in it. Including in this one is, of course, Thor 112 or Journey of Mystery 112. Absolutely great, but compared to a regular comic, you see how much smaller they are.
Oh yeah. That's the now I can put it together because it's the size of the Ditko Doctor Strange you sent me.
Yeah. I didn't know if I'd sent them to you.
I got that Star Trek book too.
Did you?
Yeah.
So I got that. I got these in the mail, and I did not know if you saw them. Okay, so Swords of Cerberus. Now,
yes.
I learned something new today. Okay, these have, one, they have different Dave Sims had other people come in and do the freaking artwork on some of them. So the cover artwork here is by Barry Windsor Smith. That's his Cerberus. And because Smith is so freaking awesome, he even did the back. So I guess that's if you're looking at Cerberus's ass, that's what he's looking at. And that's him from the front. Now, the other thing that's cool is I did not know this, but in the Swords of Cerberus reprints, they actually have extra little mini stories in the back that are by other people or Sims himself. This is a nice Barry Windsor Smith Cerberus story.
Oh, that's sweet.
I mean,
it'd be a lot sweeter if it was in color, but it's Cerberus, so it can't be in color. Oh, that's nice. That's clean. That is so clean.
So this is issue 5. So this is issue 4, and it has, of course, cover and all, and it has the extra story in this one is magicking, and there's also a Prince Valiant parody in here on the back. So it shows you the extra stuff. Here's Red Sophia. Okay. Then so this is issue 3, and then what's cool is here. So this also has in it is what happened between issues 20 and 21 by Dave Sim and Gene Day. Yes, Gene Day did the art for Cerberus in this one. Look, it's freaking Gene Day. Not doing like Masters of Kung Fu and stuff.
Wow.
Issue 2.
Mm.
All right. So
I love that cover.
Dude, this cover's freaking awesome. Issue 2 has, plus the story in it is The Morning After by Dave Sim and Joe Rubenstein. I didn't know.
I've met him. I've met him a few times up here.
I did not know that all of this crap was in these books. All right, now this is cool. This is a first print, okay? And I had to read the thing. So this is volume 6. There's the front cover. Oh, there's the back cover. Did I show you the back cover to that one? The back cover on most of them have this. Some of the back covers actually have another story. Okay, this one has... Okay, there's another story in here, plus A Night on the Town. See, it shows it in the back.
Mm.
And I wonder who does the art in it. Maybe Sims does the art in this. Plus A Night on the Town. It looks like Sims. Now, the thing that's cool about this issue is if you get a first print and read the intro, in what I'm going to show you is the 6th volume of Swords of Cerberus was supposed to have 5 issues in it. All the other ones have 4 in it, plus the mini story. This one was supposed to have 5 issues plus the mini story. Well, before it got to the publisher didn't realize it was supposed to have 5 issues in it. So they only printed the first prints with 4 issues plus the mini story. Then I guess they sent everybody back to the comic shop that bought one, an actual supplement, this, which contains,
the missing issue, yeah.
The missing issue. This woman, this man thing.
Wow.
And then the last one I got is, of course, issue 1, which has, Cerberus 1 and all that on the back. And it has an extra story by, get this crap, you ready? It has Diamondback, an extra story by Dave Sim and Marshall Rogers. Yes, Marshall Rogers drew frickin' Cerberus. I mean, look at this crap.
He was just awesome.
Dude, he was. And I met Broderick at a comic book convention, and he was talking about Rogers when the big two were laying off everybody left and right to try and cut cost and whatever else. And DC laid off Rogers. And Broderick was saying something about Rogers had to go and do like construction work or some crap. I'm like, dude, he was drawing the best Batman in 20 years. And now he has to go do damn construction work because they laid his ass off. It's stupid.
This year, there's going to be a brand new book from Pat Broderick. It's a Western. He's doing the art, and your favorite Punisher writer or the original Punisher writer, the Red Baron, is writing the book.
Really?
And Mike said he showed like a quick tease for it, and he said, keep an eye out for this. You'll see posts from me. Just mark your calendars. This is the best work of Pat's entire life. He goes, I've been working with him on and off for like 50 plus years now, and this is just the most amazing work I've ever seen him do. And
Pat's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
All right. So one last thing I got for you. Ready?
Okay, what you got?
Because this is a re-release. I didn't know they did them, so I ordered, and I can't remember ever reading them, but Titan Comics, who they have the new Conan license as well. Remember that? Okay. I am so waiting for it. This was the one that won the comic book awards. Stormbringer by Elric.
Does that have the two Conan issues in it?
No, this is the actual Elric Stormbringer story.
Oh, okay. This is the Moorcock, yeah.
Yeah, Moorcock. This is the one that that Russell did himself. This is his art.
Oh,
he wrote the story, or didn't write the story, adapted the story, did all the art for it. And what's funny is this Titan Comics, so they're European. It's not the stupid glossy paper. It's regular paper. Yeah,
it's flat, yeah. It's funny because you look at Elric here, the way he drew him, and it's even on the front cover. Who does that look like in an animated series?
Yeah, like freaking Dracula or something. Yeah.
No. It's Prince Lotor from Voltron and Defenders of the Universe.
My God, I'll have to go look at that. It's been a while. It may be. Oh my God. I hadn't thought about that. But yeah, so they did all of these. You can get Elric however you want to say it, Elric the Eternal Champion, and Elric Bane of the Black Sword. and then of course Stormbringer. But that's pretty much it.
I have even more, but real quick, here's Lotor.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Oh my God.
Damn Japanese thieves. Drop one bomb.
They steal everything. That's why Astro Boy looks so much like freaking Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah. So glasses back off again. A nice bronze 35-cent cover of Superman, 322. The Parasite.
Dude, that is a great issue. Yeah.
For some reason they threw this one in here, but it's okay because it's got Deathstroke on the cover. It's the new Batman Adventures Continue thing. That they launched the other year. Whoops, there goes my glasses.
I've bought a few of those.
Then I've got this really cool cover of Vampirella Unholy, a love story with Dracula, like issue 5. It's like that's a Peach Momoko variant.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Then this, I just love the cover. This is Vampirella, the Doc Powers. You probably recognize another. It's a homage cover to Mad Love with Vampirella and Black Terror.
Oh, cool.
It was a $2 book when it came out. Not any longer. This is from, I can't even read it. Fantastic Adventures from, I still can't read it because of the way he did it, but it is a story we all know and love from Richard Corbin.
Den
number 6. Floppy.
Now, you do know that, I think it's Dark Horse because I just ordered it. They're re-releasing Den in a hardcover.
Yeah. Another Vampirella.
It's another variant. Yeah, Peach.
And a black and white Vampirella Strikes number 6 from 2013 from a Johnny D cover.
Huh.
And this, because this came from Dynamic Forces, so I've got the
COA.
I get the COA in the back, limited to 50 copies.
Damn.
I got it for like $10. Because they're never going to release it, I got another very nice Phantom Stranger with Deadman on the cover.
That's a great series. And I can't believe they've canceled that damn omnibus again.
Number 39.
He's in 2 of those issues. It's like 38 and 39 or something like that. He's in like 5 issues total, I think.
I only got this book because Magneto is my second favorite Marvel villain.
Okay, who's the first?
Dr. Doom.
The Trial of Magneto. Sweet.
Yeah. The photo cover of Vengeance of Vampirella number 6, which looks awesome, and she wiped like blood on her hip, so it looks pretty good. And then I got another handful of magazines.
Oh my God.
Alter Ego, Golden Age of Artists to San Diego. This one has Ramona Framden, original Wonder Woman artist, Chad Grothapak, Harry Lumpert, Chuck Cudero, Sheldon Moslov, Craig Fizzle, and more. And the cover is just amazing. And I go, oh, Captain Marvel's on the cover. No, it's the stupid rabbit.
Come on. You were saying about you know. You come up here, Mother? What?
This is the Don Glute
Come on.
issue.
Don Blue issue.
Yep. It's got like a whole bunch of gold key stuff on the cover, like Twilight Zone, Dagar the Invisible, Dr. Scout, Spector, Trag and the Sky Gods. And bonus Roy Thomas on the 1970s Academy of Comic Book Arts. Then, when you thought that was good, now we flip to, I got some heavy metals on sale.
That magazine used to be so good. I saw one at the Barnes and Noble like a month ago or whatever, and it was like $13 or $14 an issue.
The new ones?
Yes.
I only buy them when he's got them on sale because I pay like under like $10 a piece for them, because a lot of these are like 30, 40, $50 a piece.
Oh my God.
Because you can't find them anywhere. Kind of like this cover, like a Joan of Arc thing. This one featuring 63-page graphic novel, You in Hell, YIU. This is from November of 2001. And there's a tip-in plate in this book. By that guy. As Perry.
Yeah. Is the plate still in there? Or you haven't looked yet?
I haven't really looked yet. And then this heavy metal, the guy, the robot with the big giant pencil getting ready to draw some comics or something. Maybe think of Graham Nolan, because Graham has gotten jacked over the years to be more like Bane. Which, by the way, he's in the hospital.
Graham Nolan is?
Yeah, he had a I can never remember terms that I've heard a million times. When you get a rip in the wall of your stomach.
Oh, like an abdominal
hernia.
tear?
A hernia.
A hernia? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it wasn't hurting him until like 2 days after the pain meds stopped. So they basically have a pillow filled with like chemical ice over his entire stomach and groin. So
damn.
He'll be getting back at it and have like another campaign launch that's gonna break like $100,000 again. But
Killer Smile.
Oh my God, it's so good. But now a quick word from us.
Yeah, I picked this up. It was at not Half Price Books. Second and Charles. No.
Oh, Second and Charles, yeah.
Second and Charles in Atlanta, when we went up there to the ball game a while back, and it was like $8 for the hardcover, which actually has an extra story in it that's it's a Batman backup story.
Mm-hmm.
So I read first real comic I've read in a long time, and of course it's by Lemire, which I think we both agree he's probably the best writer currently working.
And speaking of Lemire, it is, if you haven't seen it, anybody listening should go follow Lost in Comics, LOSTN' Comics on YouTube. They're all over the, like any place you can get social with your media, they're there. My friend Chris, who's the main guy on that page, and runs the show, got to sit down and interview Jeff Lemire last week.
Oh yeah, you sent me the link. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, I sent you the link, and I posted it in Big John's comic group that we're all in, and I got to sit down and watch it, and I was like, man, this is just awesome. Then I was like calling him all kinds of names over on the TikTok. And he's like, "What's all the hostility?" I go, "Because I've been in contact with Jeff for like 3 or 4 years, and we could never get anything together to get him on. But when I was reviewing his horror book for Image, now I feel terrible. I can't remember this. I'm just like so brainwashed today.
Something's killing the children.
Nope, the one with the black barn.
The Black Barn. I can't remember.
It's from like 3 or 4 years ago now, but it went like 50 some issues, and some of the reviews I wrote up for it, he actually commented and stuff, and that's when we started talking.
Yeah.
So one day.
Yeah, I think I got a blurb off of one of the reviews I wrote a long time ago for when I was reviewing Black Hammer when it was running the first series.
Yeah.
But yes, it's
I got a blurb when I did the write up for the Black Hammer Justice League crossover, which was like really cool.
Oh my God, dude, the Black Hammer Justice League crossover was amazing. It was freaking. Huh? Do what?
Starro. Speaking of Starro, the mobile Justice League game I play, DC Hero and Villain game I play on my phone, I just got Starro as a character.
Damn it.
And I'm like, I'm going to mess some people up.
So now I wasn't super familiar with the artist here, the Andrea Sorrentino and Jordi Belair, but their art really freaking works for this book. Because
Andrea has worked with Jeff for years. Like when Jeff was doing Green Arrow.
Yeah.
They were the artists on that book. They were the artist on the book whose name I can't remember, so you know what I'm doing.
Little hunt it down. It wasn't the the one that they just turned into a Netflix series, was it?
No, it wasn't Sweet Tooth, no.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth.
Let's see.
Gideon Falls. Oh yeah, Gideon Falls. Okay, yeah. I bought was it May's book, but I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, because I want to at some point I want to be able to go and get like all the Black Hammer omnibus. And he's not done with Black Hammer yet.
No.
That I learned, but he's basically doing the final chapter, and they're going to wrap it up, and then there's going to be no more Black Hammer.
Yeah, well, he did the Black Hammer 1 and 2, and then there were some spin-offs. I think he did some of the spin-offs, but some of them are good, some of them. But I mean, the main book is so good, and the Justice League Black Hammer crossover was amazing. But anyway, so get into Killer Smile. We're doing this is a Black Label book, people. Okay, so we flashed the not safe for work thing. This is does have profanity in it. There's no nudity in it, but they are definitely some themes in this book that are way out there if you're sensitive or whatever, even though it's a comic. But yeah. So Jordi Blau did the colors here. I guess Sorrentino must have done all of the pencils and the inks then.
Yeah.
And I like the little whatever this pattern is.
Yeah.
It fits. It's because the book is kind of disturbing.
If you stare at the cover too long, you too will be insane.
Because
you just start seeing the shapes that are embedded in the patterns, just like slowly coming towards you.
The thing that got me about it is, besides the writing, because Lemire is such a good writer, and it's scripted so well. With the art, it's like I said, it's real enough that you can tell exactly what's going on, but because it's a little shaky, it's almost like it's a little bit of a dream, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But
kind of like phasing.
Yeah, something. Or you're not, you're seeing it through, closed eyes, something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it starts, and like I said, the book here starts. I mean, one simple word, beauty, and then you see this figure, which we learn in a little bit, is actually the Joker. It's all I ever wanted was beauty. You want to understand me? You really want to understand that? All I have ever wanted to create are things that are beautiful. Then that's that's just terrifying, knowing who this person is after you read the book.
Yeah. To quote Jack Nicholson as the Joker, I don't know if it's art, but I like it.
But I like it.
And nobody. This is Gotham City. This was a big peeve of mine.
A parade.
You look up and you see purple and green balloons, and you're not running for your life. That you just moved to this hell town.
You just moved here. Yeah.
Like, oh, look at that. Pretty balloons. He stole my balloons, Bob. Gun. I'm going to be doing that a lot, probably.
What's cool is, let's say he talks, it's a little later in the book, and he actually says, one of the main characters says to the Joker, he says, isn't what you do some kind of performance art? Yeah.
Don't antagonize him.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Yeah. But yeah, I want to create things that no one's ever seen, things that are sublime. And there's some kind of parade here, and all these damn balloons are going up, and they start popping. And of course, what's cool is the Joker is immune to his own gas and any poisons. If you read the old DC, was it the DC Heroes Manual?
Yeah.
Laughter, and he just kills everybody in this section of town, and they're freaking Joker smiling dead.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're all happy. They're no longer sad. Their poor, pathetic little lives have been, they've been wiped away with laughter.
Crying on the inside, laughing on the outside.
I guess. There it is. I mean, if you can't enjoy the doing, then why bother? Life is meant to be savored.
That bottom panel is just like so intense with his eyes.
Yeah, because he's, he's looking at somebody, definitely. And he's talking to somebody. Yeah, some people can't understand it. It's that simple. And of course, Batman can't. Is he talking to Batman? That's one thing that got me reading this book is the flashbacks are like flashbacks, flash forwards, and even some of the scenes later on, you start to question what the hell is going on. And if it wasn't drawn and written as well, that wouldn't come over as good. But yeah, so Batman stops him, whatever, and then we finally discover that the Joker is actually telling someone what the hell he did and why. And of course, he's in Arkham Asylum, and he's telling one of our I'll say our heroes here, but another person in the story, Dr. Ben. If you can't tell, when somebody's telling the truth, isn't it a little hard to diagnose them? He says, and what's funny is Ben just goes on. He makes some more notes. He's like, hey, I'm not here to diagnose you. We all know you're crazy. I'm here to cure you. And the Joker just laughs at him. What was it? I can't remember. Somebody said it years ago, or I read it somewhere that they said that the Joker is actually like one of the most sane people in comics. He's super sane because he just lives outside of that normal world. He doesn't deal with all the crap that we deal with. Mm-hmm. He just does what he wants to. But that's terrifying in its own right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one, Doctor.
It's funny because later on, like the top of the last page, we had, where it was the panoramic view right there.
Yeah.
Where the doctor's sitting and where Joker's sitting.
Yeah.
They refer to that later in the story. It becomes very, very humbling and terrifying all at the same time.
Yes.
For what Joker says to him.
There's a lot of things in this that are just, and I lent it to a buddy, and he's like, Joker's almost Hannibal Lecter in this book. He's got a little bit of that, but then his own kind of twisted thing.
He's actually worse because
yes.
In this book, Joker seems a little more real than the Hannibal Lecter character.
Yeah. It's like people you freaking talk to.
And that should scare the crap out of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, after he laughs, the Joker stops and he tells him, he says, "Oh, that's a good one, Doctor." He said, you are a funny shit. I'll give you that. I mean, dude, it's just, whoa.
Yep.
That's the thing. You can hear these people talking. You don't think it's possible you can be cured? No, I don't. This, and the Joker finally tells him at the bottom, he's like, "Look, this isn't about me. It's about you after all, isn't it, Benji?" He's making fun of him now.
Benji.
Yeah, like the little damn dog. I do like here in this part where, so I guess this lady must run Arkham now at this point.
Yeah.
And she's watching the video and kind of seeing how everything went and going over the doctor's notes. And she tells him, she says, "It's just an ego thing." And he's like, "No, it's not. I think I can cure him. I can get to him. I've done other patients, with psychosis like this." And she tells him, she says, "Your idealism is commendable, but I've all heard this before." And he tells her, he says, "Oh yeah, I know you've heard it." But then she almost damn stops him. She says, "Yeah, I've heard it too." He says, "I'm afraid I'm not going to recommend exceeding your treatment of this patient." So she's limited him to some amount of time. The original parameters remain. I'm not going to lose another young mind to that animal. So we know who she's talking about if you've read comics.
And if you hadn't, rush out with your tax refund and buy a copy of Batman Adventures number 12.
Yes. Or at least Mad Love. Isn't it reprinted in there?
I don't know, because I've actually got Wizard used to put out a subscription box called Comic-Con Box.
Yeah.
And they redid, they got the rights from DC to do their own versions of issue 12. And they count as reprints. But the print run on all of them are so low. They did a new cover for all of them. There's one cover that's black and white. There's one color. And then there's one that's like a homage to something else while still being that book. And they go from anywhere from $75 to $150.
Dang.
Well, it's still not the $800+ that Adventures 12 goes for.
I think they also did a couple years ago when DC was really doing the dollar reprints.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did one there because I think that's when I bought mine. I've got a dollar reprint. I've got a Mad Love and a dollar reprint. But
I've got two copies of Mad Love. I've got the original, and they re-released another one the other year. But they made it with like a subtle chromium backdrop. So like Joker's skin tone is like very shimmery.
Huh, okay, I haven't seen that one. Huh. So, they keep talking, and he tells her, look, I understand, but I can help him, and she just tells him, look, this guy is crazy, don't believe anything he says, and that last panel is kind of freaky to me. It's almost like he's looking up. He knows they're watching him. Yeah.
Well, he knows where the cameras are, so.
Yeah, he knows where the cameras are. I mean, he's in there by himself all the time, or spends a lot of time in that damn room. And now we see, good old Doctor drive home as he gets to think about everything the Joker told him during his therapy session about all the people he killed. And he gets to think about the beauty, and it's all he ever wanted as he leaves Gotham City, that damn nightmare place for the suburbs, which means that Arkham Asylum must be somewhere close to the, I won't say inner city, but close to the city itself.
Yeah.
Why
like
the hell?
On the outskirts, yeah.
Yeah, why the hell didn't they move it into the damn woods somewhere? I don't know.
And it was funny there because the little smiley face button on his car.
Yeah.
It's got like a little tag on it that says "Best day ever."
Yeah, or no, best dad ever.
Oh, best dad ever.
Best dad ever. Yeah, the little
below.
smileys. Best dad ever. Yeah. He finally makes it to his house and gets out and comes in. Of course, he's a psychiatrist, so he's got a damn, a Rorschach symbol on the damn.
Yeah. It just happens to look like the face print of Rorschach from Watchmen. So
from Watchmen, yeah.
So it's kind of like a cool little Easter egg. There was a bunch of them in here. So
yeah, because he actually did Lemire do Rorschach?
The After Watchmen series, he might have.
Yeah, the 12 issue. I've got it. I've got to read it. But yeah. So Daddy's home. There's his wife and kids are at the house waiting on him. And of course he tells her, he's late. Traffic was a pain in the ass. This dude's got the perfect little life. He's got his wife, his kid, kid's happy to see him. Hey, look, I drew you a cartoon. Let's take a look at this. So, his wife tells him, he says, look, you guys always have a good time. We're hungry. We'll get takeout. So they go and, get some takeout, and he's talking about, happiness and laughter. And he's just talking about how he really loves his life. And then we get this. And I was like, what the hell is this? So it's a story. And you can see there's page 1 and page 2. Okay. So once upon a very long time ago, there was a happy place. Wouldn't you know it? It was called Happyville. Oh, and Happyville was the happiest place there ever was. And everyone was happy. And they knew each other. And they were all the best of friends. But all that was about to change. You see, on the last Saturday of the very last week in Happyville, a new friend came to town. He called himself Mr. Smiles. That's Mr. Smiles with the chainsaw. And he carried a strange thing in his hands. All the curious critters gathered around to see what it was. Mr. Smiles was more than happy to give him a demonstration of his amazing contraption. Step right up, he declared, as he pulled the starting cord and the rumble of the device engine. The smell of diesel fumes filled the spring air. And so the blades and teeth of Mr. Smiles' happy machine began to spin and spin. So he's reading this book to his kid. He says, this is a weird book. Where'd you get it? Oh, you gave it to me. You remember I did? Maybe we should read something else. No, you promised. Okay. So he turns the page and, we don't know what it says, but we can see Mr. Smiles has started killing the people in Happyville.
Oh.
They're not happy anymore. And he's like, Jesus, he closes it. And of course the kid gets mad, Daddy, you swear.
Rare rabbit.
Yeah, poor bear rabbit. Damn it. No, it's bedtime. Go to bed. Fine. Good night, Daddy. Good night, son. I love you. I love you too. And so he goes to bed and he talks to his wife. He's like, where the hell did this book come from? And, he's talking about his work a little bit. And she says, I don't care, where it is, but don't bring anything home. He says, I won't. It's perfectly safe. Trust me, Arkham's probably the most fortified place in the city. Even my wife laughed at that one. He said, oh, really? How many times has he escaped? And each time they improved the space. Anyway, it won't be long now. Hitchkins is pulling the chute. I have 2 more weeks tops. Then it's back to private practice uptown and safe and sound. And, of course, he goes to sleep. finally, they nod off. And he's dreaming. Check out the cool Rorschach balloon as it breaks. So something wakes him up in the middle of the night. He gets up and, he's following the sound. Is someone down there? Dude, this started to get freaky. They do this. The artist does this a couple times in the book where the whole book just falls off. So he's going downstairs and, flips the light on. He's losing it here. He's scared. He flips the light on. What are you doing? He's nothing. I was just checking something. It's almost 8. He says, I woke up, quit messing around. I got to get, side of school and you got to get to work. So go upstairs and get dressed. Let's go back in time a bit, shall we? So now we know he's at work. Dude, this is an awesome homage to the laughing fish. This is freaking amazing. I can't read that part, but this is the laughing fish from Detective Comics 4. Was it 75 and 76 or something like that?
Marshall Rogers, yeah.
Marshall Rogers, who we were just talking about, yeah.
I have both those issues. One of them is actually in a frame.
Oh, I don't think I've got both of them. I think I'm missing one. Yeah, here it is. So he's talking to, you can't quite see it. It won't let me blow it up, but he says something to Joker. And this is where he says it. It's almost like performance art to you, isn't it? So he breaks the damn aquarium and all the fish are there almost. But the fish, how did you do that? He says, a magician never tells the secrets, Benji. But seriously, it's got to be some kind of background in chemistry, right? Which we know if we, read comics. Joker actually he's like a chemist. That was one of his backgrounds. Yeah. You want to play Secret Origin game? I warn you, I'm really good. I never lose. You want to know where I come from? Sure. Okay. Once upon a very long time ago, there was a happy, happy place in a happy, happy forest. And wouldn't you know it, it was called Happyville. Oh, and Happyville was the happiest place ever. And you see that Dr. Benji isn't smiling anymore. So this is the stupid book he was reading to his kid last night.
This is the oh shit look you will find on the psychiatrist's face after he has spent like a couple of days within the boundaries of the Joker's world. Yeah.
That is until Mr. Smiles came to town. And, he gets so upset, he just runs away. And, of course, he goes, he has to go to the bathroom because he's got to, he piss. He probably throws up. He's washing his face. And he remembers the whole thing. Mr. Smiles, it wasn't happy anymore. In fact, the curious critters who survived Mr. Smiles' arrival could barely remember ever being happy at all.
And then the broken mirror has
Mr. Smiles.
I'm like, wait, how did he get into the bathroom without a guard to draw that on the mirror?
Yeah. Well, it's all in his head. It's in his head too.
Yeah.
So Mr. Benji here just throws up and he's looking around and it's like blood everywhere. And I love the teeth, the Joker teeth here. The smile is so cool. He says, why don't you come inside and I'll tell you. So he opens the door and there's a damn dead body in there. He died on the toilet. But then
what a way to go.
He flashes back. He's freaking hallucinating.
Yeah.
Little fellow knew it. There's the guy that was supposedly dead. I guess he was in the John. He says, I'm sorry. Mr. Smile.
It only smelled like he died.
It only smelled like he died. Mr. Smile said, you're damn right. I won't come in anyway. And he just leaves. And Benji's, he's had such a damn day. He freaking breaks down and sits down in the bathroom. And our man Joker, back in his little cell there, starts drawing Mr. Happy on the wall. Yeah. The animal accused, the animal paused on the threshold. Mr. Smiles' door remained uncertain. The animal lay there Airing on his floor, Mr. Smiles asked, that would happen. Why on earth did you come inside? With his dying breath, the poor creature responded, because I needed to know how it feels. I think that's the end of issue 1, isn't it? Yeah, that was the end of issue 1. Dude, this is a really rough book, but it's so good.
It's a little intense.
It's a lot intense. Did you get through the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Once you start reading this book, if you've got like the collection or like the individual issues, you can't stop. You have to read everything.
Well, that's what I put when I put it in the PDF here. I actually I skipped the breaks and put the whole thing in. So yeah, that's why I said this is the end of issue 1, because the issue 2 starts with him heading back home. Actually, he's not. He's heading home, but he's not. So this is where we're in his mind. He goes to a freaking diner called Arkham's.
Arkham's Diner.
Yeah.
Which just happens to be run by all the inmates
in Arkham. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Madame Croc is back there. Croc's manning the grills. Poison Ivy's back there. She's the serving. Mr. Freeze is sitting at the counter. And, he comes in and sits down, and you can see, what is the pig guy? What's his name again?
Mr. Pig.
Is it Mr. Pig? Okay.
It's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a newer character.
You got the Mad Hatter and Penguin sitting there eating. Mr. Pig. Two-Face is there. Solomon Grundy.
Born on a Monday.
There's Harlequin, because you see her costume.
Mm-hmm.
Bane, Riddler, and that looks like Scarecrow.
Yeah.
And he sits down and orders something, and the Joker comes up and just sits down with him. He says, "What is this place?" "Oh, here you go, Puddin'. Thank you, my sweet. I do believe the good doctor is getting hungry. Enjoy." It's his freaking head.
On a silver platter.
Yes. And of course, he's having a mental breakdown, and the Joker's like, "Benji, my boy, I have been looking forward to this like you would not believe." He starts eating his brain.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a nightmare. And that's exactly what it is. He wakes up. "Are you okay, baby?" "No, I'm not freaking okay." "Is this real?" "What? Is it real?" "No, it's time to get up." They're fun at Luna Park. Mr. Smiles' interactive tale.
Oh God.
My kids used to be big into it. Oh my
Mr.
God,
Smiles?
what? No, not Mr. Smiles.
Oh, okay.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, my daughter is into that. Oh,
Oh my God, dude. And my mom was like, why do y'all like that? It's about animatronic robots that come alive and eat people. Mr. Smiles is kind of like that. No, I don't want that. Yeah.
As my daughter says, FNAF.
Yeah.
I freaked her out one night because I didn't know what FNAF was.
Yeah.
And while I was like texting back and forth, I assumed the personalities of one of the characters and just began a first-person perspective, spinning a tale as if I was that character talking to my daughter, and it freaked her the fuck out.
Damn it.
She's like, and my phone rings. "How do you know this? You didn't even know what it was 5 minutes ago." I go, "Yeah, but in that time, I
got the gist."
I Googled it, and before you knew it, I had written myself into the story and just made up what would be like a 15-page backup in like a horror book or something.
Damn it. Yeah. So you see his son's looking at his phone and he's watching this. We're playing this interactive game. You want to hear a joke? Why don't cannibals eat clowns? Because they taste funny. Damn it. Where did you hear that? I don't know. School. Well, it's not funny. Get your bag and let's go.
No, it's hilarious.
What? And the kid goes downstairs. What are you doing? Oh, my shoes are downstairs. You never go down there. You never understand. That's where he keeps all his business stuff, his psychiatry crap. Just promise. Hey, he has a little mental breakdown here. He says, you're a good boy. I love you. I'm just so sorry. It's okay. It's daddy's office's work. So he takes his kid to school and then heads back into Arkham, which does look like a regular hospital in this book, as opposed to the Gothic castle it is in most books.
And the animated series.
And the animated series, yeah. Hey, Doc, what are you doing, Joe? Not much. I wouldn't be stuck working here. And what's funny is this, just like I said, just like in Silence of the Lambs, he has to walk by all the other criminals. Morning, Doc. Good morning, Harvey. Sleep well? Not really. I was up half the night. Damn it. There's Joker smiling. Today I'd like to talk about your beginnings. Which one? Don't give me that. I know your game. Every time we talk about your origins, you have another story. Each one sounds too convincing. So convincing too. But I don't want the stories. I want the truth. The truth? Here he does his Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth. Yeah. Stories. This is a good line in the book, and it's true. You don't want the truth, not yet. Stories are so much better. They make more sense. They make sense of the things that comfort us. I mean, it helps. Do these lies comfort you? What scares you? I do like this. Yeah. What scares you? Showering with Croc is a bit dicey.
Yeah, I can see that.
But otherwise, not much. Yeah. She says, "Are you afraid?" And he asked him. He says, "You don't want to get better?" And the Joker tells him, he says, "Get better." He says, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, but it's just, well, don't you really think? Do you really think I'm the sick one? Look around. Look where you are." And that's part of the thing where you were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah.
The flashback. Is he in the asylum or is he not? Let's get something else. Let's something about how about the first time you met him? You know who? Batman. Oh, him. Well, don't tell Harley, but he truly is my soulmate.
Oh my God.
Did you forget that part?
No, I remember that. It's just every time I read it or hear it, I'm like, oh dear Lord.
What is it? Was it in the? Is it an animated series or one of the movies where the Joker actually tells him, "You complete me"?
Yeah, I think it's like towards the end of the Dark Knight Returns animated.
Is it? Okay. I can't remember. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, let's talk about your soulmate, Ben. Why don't you tell me something I would hear about your first time with Anna? What? How do you? I want to hear every detail, every sweet, sweet detail, something to keep me warm at night. Speaking of sweet, maybe we should talk about Simon instead. And of course, Ben goes off the deep end. He starts hitting on the damn glass, and the guards come out and they stop him. He says, "You can't touch the glass. Session's over. Lock the patient down." Yeah, you cannot make physical contact with the patients. This is the first thing you learn I know, but I'm just tired. I'm tired of going nowhere with him. Yeah. So, how long have you been doing this, and you're making absolutely no progress, and you haven't stopped?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is one of them things. If you keep going so far, eventually, you have to turn around and go back. And leave it. Yeah. And then she tells him again, "You got 3 weeks." I mean, it's going to take months or years. Ben, it's already been. And Clayface is stuck in the pipes again. Damn it, I forgot that.
Yep.
I do like how they put them all out in the yard and chain them together.
Yep.
And they have to walk in circles. Want to hear a joke? No, too bad. Why don't cannibals eat clowns? I heard that one a million times. You finish the punchline and I eat your head. We'll see who tastes funny. Tough crowd.
Yep.
And of course, we get to deal with him back at the house,
which is always fun.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's and at this point, he's been dealing with the Joker for so long that he just, he's bringing it home even though he doesn't want to. And that's part of it. Oh, can you pass me the salt? There's his family now. He's starting to see them as being dead. Are you okay, Dad? Ben. No, I'm fine. I'm just not feeling well. Why don't you go lay down, honey? I'll clean up. Sure. Go. It's fine. Maybe I'll go down to the office for a bit. Are you sure it's a good idea? I think it is. I think I need to. And of course, as he goes down the stairs, the further he goes, the more he remembers everything that he's seen and happens.
Yep.
Yeah. Ben, where are you going? I have to go back to the city. There's something I need to know. Ben, you're scaring me. Dad, don't go. But I have to. No, you don't. It's better this way. And I'm sorry. Of course, he races back to Arkham, working late. Yeah, burning the midnight oil. You aren't on the log for tonight. I know. I just need to catch up on some paperwork. And as he marches past Two-Face, he says, be careful. Mind yourself. Well, I'm of two minds, Doc. Get up. I was having the most sublime dream, Benji. This better be good. What time? What is it this time? Shut up. How did you know their names, my wife and son? Hey, I never told you. Didn't you? Are you sure about that? No more games. Tell me, did you pay someone off one of the guards? Now, Benji, you know that's not what happened. It's time. It's time. Let's just cut to the punch, shall we? Enough. He says, Hutchins has warned you about this. No touching the glass. And the doctor finally screams, shut up. I've been treating you for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. In that time, I know I've never told you the names of my family. This is the part that got me. This is the part in the book that freaked me out. And now we're getting somewhere. 3 weeks, you say? Benji, dear, you've been treating me for 3 years. Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. What? Yeah. And he freaks out. Yeah. It's true deep down, but that's not the best part, Benjamin. No, stop it. I know Anna and Simon's names because you told me months ago. You told me right after Anna left you and took their son with her.
Mm-hmm.
And poor old Doc has a mental breakdown, and he realizes he's been hallucinating or seeing things the whole issue and a half before this.
Yep. It's just insane.
Yeah. I mean, and this is cool. We were talking about like how the book goes off the deep end with the art and the writing follows it. It's the same thing here. You get the Joker's laugh in the background and it's fading to nothingness as he freaking crumbles, and it's just dissolving. His whole life dissolves. And of course, he has to run back to the house and see if it's true. Harvey tells him, Told you. And he does. He gets back to the house and it's freaking empty. Nothing is there. Dishes are damn piled up in the sink. It's a freaking mess. You know, there are no words. And, you know, of course, there's Mr. Smiles' book. And, you know, he's just looking at it.
He's just like freaking the hell out.
Yeah.
Like 3 months? Really?
Yeah. Three years. So then he finally decides he's going to go down in the basement. And I think that is actually the end of issue 2. So yeah. We'll finish the other one next week, you were saying?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude, this book was awesome.
It's so good.
I'll see if I can find the backup story that's in mine, because it's a Batman story in the collection, but it wasn't in the PDF I found online. I'll see if I can find it and put it in so we can just do the whole book. Because I got like a deluxe collector's or something because it was half off. But cool.
Awesome. So that's going to be it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. And, let me address this. Is it really?
Damn it.
That's how you do circumcisions down there, I guess. But, you know, kick your sister in the jaw.
It must be in Alabama. It's a terrible joke.
That's more of an Alabama joke, yeah.
Oh, my God.
You know, but.
All right. Y'all have some inappropriate humor and read some comics or something.
Hey, I put up the NSFW thing. You know, if you stumbled in and, you know, oh, well, sorry. Ain't nothing but a chicken wing, you know. We'll catch you next week and read some comics.